Hello, Twitch.
Hi, we're gonna finish the story today. Welcome back. And no technical difficulties this time. I came prepared. Okay, we're just gonna get right into it because we gotta finish the story.
We got work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's always a work night, isn't it? Okay, so we'll just keep the same setup. I'll do the narration, you do the MC lines, and then I'll do the MC lines in the Kindle, like in the animated scene.
Okay.
Cause it lags for you.
Yeah. Oh shit! 1 second. Sorry, I'm just gonna get a cup of water. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, we need that. I got my drink too. Oh guys, we'll be starting in a minute. Don't you worry. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more chapters to go.
Okay, I am back.
Okay. 4 more chapters to go, and then we all cry in the end. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna do I did 5 last time, right? We're on 6 now?
Yeah.
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 Okay, let's start. Here we go. I'm not ready. With the toss of a torch adorned with flowering vines, seashells into the bonfire. 1 second, I gotta turn this back up. And the rise of dancing flames, the Sea's Gratis Festival officially begins. I descend from the elevated platform by the shore, give the Summono staff to Vary for safekeeping, and then remove the heavy crown from my head.
Thank you, Your Highness.
No need.
In the end, I agreed to preside over the ritual for the Sea Gratis Festival. The reason is simple. Because the sea god was forgotten and hated for centuries, I'm the only one who still knows how to perform this ceremony. Of course, this ritual respected the sea god's opinion. So many of the complicated, extravagant elements were eliminated.
Why did you think the sea god would enjoy a dance that looks like crabs are fighting?
This guy.
It's better to save your energy and make more fried shrimp cakes instead. These are actually delicious.
It's an ancient dance that was passed down for generations. It's supposed to display the sea god's majesty.
This guy is all about food.
Actually, you have a point. It does look like crabs fighting. Oh no.
As I walk into the resting area surrounded by curtains, Raphael examines a pile of crates filled with offerings. It's as if they formed a small mountain. Because he said the fried shrimp cakes from the city's eastern district were delicious, people rushed to replace their offerings with fried shrimp cakes. Oh my god.
Why don't you make a special request? You could ask for their assistance when you dive into the deep of pearls. The deep for pearls. I suspect the pearls that the tome of the sea god mentioned referred to something else, though.
Aren't fried shrimp cakes special?
This guy is only about
I don't know, okay?
This guy's so crazy over fried shrimp cakes.
Food in the sea is too soft. Nothing has a unique texture such as this.
He breaks off a small piece and puts it in my mouth. Then he tosses upward a bubble filled with water to wash his hands.
As for the pearls, it can't be completed in a day or two. You also don't have to scour the entire sea for oysters. What you need to do now is...
His fingertip lifts my necklace. His eyes reveal that he's saying, apply medicine. I loosen my collar and sit off to the side. Oh my god. Are we just applying medicine?
I think so. When I think about how this wound is almost fully healed, I feel a tinge of sadness. During this ceremony, I realized for the first time that the sea wasn't completely black.
The sound of waves drifts in leisurely from beyond the curtains. It embraces my ears with a gentleness I never thought was possible. I also never imagined that the fragments of rainbow-colored light shimmered beneath the dark-colored waves and among towering white crests.
Don't say that. Once your wound heals, you'll have plenty of ways to see it again.
All right. Raphael, you're getting better at taking care of people. You don't hurt me anymore.
Okay.
I guess that's a compliment. I guess that's a good one. Okay.
Her in what way? Is my question.
If I couldn't do this simple task well at this point, wouldn't the sea god's divinity be tarnished?
Why did you just say that like that?
However, should you miss that pain, I can help you experience it
Okay,
again.
see?
No, thank you. No, thank you. What?
What?
No, thank you. No, that won't be necessary. Stop. Stop right there. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm good.
Your Highness, someone has
Oh my
brought a
God.
prayer flower basket.
God, that servant walked in. Fairy, who just lifted the curtain to enter, pauses. Her gaze shifts from Raphael's hand to my shoulder. Then she speaks as if she didn't see anything.
It's for you and the sea god.
Of course. You can leave it here.
Yes, Your Highness.
After Fairy leaves, I pull my clothes back up and silently glare at Raphael. Wait, she had her clothes down?
It's on her shoulder, right? Or her back or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet new rumors about us will be circulating around the city tomorrow.
Yep.
Such as?
It's hard to say. Perhaps he'll mention the sea god's bride is broad daylight doing... Oh wait, that's not right. The people shall speak of her doing this and that with the sea god in the dark hours of the night.
Oh my god.
What exactly is this and that? I don't understand.
No, I'm calling bullshit. You do understand. Don't start with me, okay? You're not unaware. Like, stop with that. I don't understand. What is this and that? Come on, please. The prayer flower basket floats into Raphael's hands. He lifts the red, blue, and silver ribbon. Then he fiddles with the seashells inside the basket.
What does this basket of seashells represent?
It's one of the traditions of the sea's greatest festival. Every household prepares flower baskets filled with seashells to exchange with others. The more beautiful the seashells, the more beautiful the blessings they represent. It's how one can convey well wishes to people. But why would anyone want to exchange seashells with me?
Aw, that's so sad. I tuck that thought away and pretend to be interested as I take the flower basket. Oh wait, we are aware that they're bonded, so Raphael kind of knows what she's thinking. Having changed into lighter clothes, Raphael and I walk along the central streets of the city toward the temple. The moonlight and stars cast a blue glow across the night sky. They're like seawater flowing along the horizon as they rise and fall with the clouds and mist.
Try these crispy fish. They're delicious too. And crunchy.
They're slightly bland.
They're slightly bland. Oh no, that is... Sorry. Is that so? Maybe the salty seawater has numbed your tongue.
I told you multiple times already. I'm not always drinking seawater because I'm in the ocean.
I mean...
So you're drinking fresh water then, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
What are you drinking then? Like what?
What are you drinking then? Fresh water? Okay. In the ocean? I'm sorry.
That's good. No, that's funny. I drop a few coins, ignore the stall owner's somewhat bewildered gaze, and shove a bag of crispy fish into Raphael's hands. A decent number of people recognize us, but we tactically ignore their gawking.
did they put up that statue over there?
I saw craftsmen hammering away at it not too long ago.
At the end of the path stands an exquisitely detailed, majestic statue of the sea god. He wields a trident as he stands above the white caps.
1, 2, 3, 4. Your abdomen is well defined. They're putting a lot of effort into flattering you. Perchance a little too much.
Wait, she's talking about his abs, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? It's a faithful depiction.
It's far more accurate compared to the previous sea god statues. The older ones were extremely imposing and masculine. Their beards were longer than their hair.
Yeah, he's more younger looking, technically.
When I heard your voice for the first time, I couldn't believe you were the sea god. You sounded too young.
You're not wrong. You saw it yourself in the sea god's tomb. Those sea gods had flowing beards longer than their hair.
I take a moment to recall the statues I saw there.
You're still the most handsome one.
Oh my god.
You have my thanks.
He raises his hand slightly, and the seashells placed near the base of the statue shimmer with a crystalline light. It's akin to a silent response from a god. Seeing my questioning look, he smiles.
I still believe humanity's faith is fragile. The slightest touch can shatter it. However, the meaning of festivals is equally important, whether they are here or where Whalefall City used to stand. Just for today, I can let them be happy for a bit. It's not difficult.
I can let them? I can let them?
Oh my god, he thinks he can control people's happiness. Okay. Okay.
Like what? What are we doing? I hold his fingertips.
Raphael, before you fell asleep, you must have been a likable sea god. Even though you've lost your memories, you still long for Whalefall City. You want to awaken all the Lemurians and bring them back to their homeland.
Making unfounded judgments like this is usually a dangerous sign.
Who says it's unfounded? On a small scale, you dislike human worship. You still respond to their wishes. On a larger scale, you saved everyone during the lunar eclipse despite the fact they hated and insulted you. And most importantly, I loved you once. It was enough to forge a covenant with you.
Oh my god. Loved. Why is it past tense?
I know, that's weird. At least that proves you're worthy of affection. You're worthy of being loved. Now it's your turn.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You mean what? Compliment me? I gave you plenty of compliments. Isn't it your turn to compliment me now?
Okay, Don, this person, the MC thinks like you.
I totally wrote the script, by the way. No, I'm kidding.
Your eyes are bright. Your hair is soft. And you remind me of a proud little crab when you smile. When you're angry,
Sebastian?
you're like a prickly sea urchin.
Well, if
Is there
anyone...
a sea urchin in the Little Mermaid?
No, but there is a sea urchin in a certain memory if you've listened to it.
I'll go back to it.
Don, you just told me today that you listened to the 4-star memory.
One of them.
Yeah, it's the Fragrant Dream one. Like, do you get it? She's a witch in that.
Yeah.
Sea urchin, abyssal witch, same thing.
Oh. Oh, okay. I see.
I have to spell it out for you.
Yes. Seriously.
Don needs a,
Thank you.
guys, Don needs ChatGPT to understand the lore, because it's too much.
Too much lore, guys. Okay, I'm not here for the emotional baggage. I'm emotionally unavailable.
But you'll be even more emotionally unavailable if you hear the emotional baggage. It'll make you love it even more, to be honest.
Okay. Does the last part count as a compliment?
This guy can't even give a proper compliment.
Of course. If you lived at the bottom of the sea for thousands or tens of thousands of years, you would know how precious it is to see even a sliver of vibrant color.
I open my mouth, but I'm unable to find the right words. The basket in my hand sways slightly, speechless. I lower my head and see a little girl slipping a pink seashell into my basket while taking another one. After we make eye contact, she immediately scurries back to her mother, who's the stall owner selling crispy fish. The stall owner struggles with how she should respond. Then, she gives me a forced smile.
See? The people here like you too.
That's not it. Oh wait, that's your line.
That's not it. It's...
Whether it's belated guilt...
Whether it's belated guilt... okay, you can go ahead. I had my revenge. No, I'm kidding.
I even put a hot dog in my mouth to make myself from stop thinking. I'm done with my dinner. I'm gonna throw the rest out.
Is it? Is hot dog? Hot dogs. Okay, I'm done.
Whether it's
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. There's more for you to say. Whether it's belated guilt, cautious appeasement, or even more complex emotions that are impossible to articulate, I can't say.
I haven't done anything to deserve their affection.
It's because you're you.
That was a better compliment than the freaking nonsense
okay.
scene.
That one was good. That one was good. He's doing better.
Yeah, that was way better than what he said before. His hand covers mine and it moves past the tricolor ribbon on the basket, so his fingers can intertwine with mine. Jesus Christ, English!
All endearing words suit you perfectly.
Why couldn't you say that from the beginning?
He's getting better. Okay, good.
By the time we return to the temple, there are a few more colorful seashells in my basket. It's not a lot, however. I hang it by the windowsill and I see Raphael's about to approach the pool. I quickly run over to stop him. Why?
Wait, there's still something we need to do.
What are you about to do? I take out the floral liqueur I had Viri prepare and pour it into a silver chalice. Are they drinking now?
We celebrate with everyone else. Now it's time for our private celebration.
What?
Get a bedroom. Get a bedroom.
They are in their bedroom technically, Dawn.
Oh, okay, do we need to watch this though? The Sea Gratis Festival is also for lovers. People collect elderflowers during the spring and use them to brew a liqueur. You're supposed to give it to your beloved on this day.
Does this contain your entire spring's collection?
I bought it. I was still locked up in the tower in spring.
It's all right. I don't mind.
Raphael picks up his glass and gently clinks it with mine. The floral liqueur is sweet and pure. After drinking in one go, I refill both glasses. Girl, stop.
Calm
Now
down.
that it's just the two
Don't
of
get
us,
drunk.
is there anything you want to say to the sea god? To me?
You're hot. Huh? Guys, I'm on my period, so...
Dawn's gonna be really unfiltered for this. You're gonna get actual unfiltered reactions.
During the ceremony, your chants were filled with other people's words to the sea god. They were not your own. Don't you want to tell me something? Maybe I can make a wish come true.
Get me pregnant.
Okay, what should I say? I wish you could fall in love with me soon. I hope you'll succeed in your revenge. Don't become the sea god.
Oh, I don't know. Up to you.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Okay, let's click don't become the sea god. Let's see what happens.
Okay. If I wish for you to not become the sea god, would it be weird?
What makes you say that?
Compared to the sea god you might be in the future, I prefer Raphael. I don't want you to forget that name.
Oh my god. The
breathing.
breathing.
The
Yeah.
heavy breathing.
The heavy
I'll
breathing.
need your assistance then. Help me ensure this name and these memories are deeply engraved in my heart and soul. Make it so erasing them is impossible.
As our glasses clink and the floral liqueur slowly disappears, Raphael suddenly holds out his hand to me.
You told me that during the Seas Gratis Festival, humans exchange seashells to give blessings to each other. I've already given you a seashell. Shouldn't you give me something in return?
I touch the seashell necklace around my neck. I rack my brain for what feels like ages, yet I can't think of anything that would be of equal value. I slip a pearl ring off my finger.
I've worn this since I was a child. It's not the pearl that the Tome of the Sea God told you to find, but... I'll give you a blessing that only belongs to this ring. May all your wishes come true. When that time comes, remember to take me to Whalefall City.
Oh no, not again.
I heard that rings are often gifts that symbolize romantic devotion in the world of humans. Does this mean you've
Oh
fallen
shit, she
in love
proposed
with
to
me?
him!
Yeah, I know. Technically, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because we know what rings mean in our own world. Oh my god, what's happening? I contemplate his words for a moment before I lean forward and kiss the corner of his lips.
It's just a corner. Are you freaking about the nipples though? What do you think?
I think I need some more convincing proof.
What? Do you hear that? Did you hear that? They showed.
It's just kissing, guys.
No, Dad, the screen went black. It's not just kissing, and you know that. You know that.
Oh shit, he did get her pregnant.
Dad.
Whoa! First of all, shucks before marriage? Girl.
They are married. She's his bride. They are married.
Right? Did the ceremony happen? The ceremony didn't even happen.
I guess it did, but I mean, I don't know. Like, technically they are married because she calls it a marriage. Maybe things are different here, Don.
No, I
That
don't know those frisky little teenagers.
that night, the sound of waves draws closer. Gentle, melodious music mixes with the laughter as Fantasia sharks swim overhead. Vibrant colors burst before my eyes. Someone reaches out to hold my hand. My veil is lifted and I'm led toward the light. You know, this sounds like an Indian marriage ending, like when you're having your first night and you sit in the... I'll have to show you, Dad. I'll have to show you a scene
Okay.
from
Okay.
a show, because like basically like when you get married, like they've shown in like movies and shows that if you sit in the bed with the veil over your head kind of thing. So this sounds very like, you know, kind of Indianish too.
Okay.
Then the music and laughter transform into weeping and screams. All colors fade into a dull gray, and the hand that's tightly holding mine gradually turns cold. Oh boy. Seawater engulfs everything. The cold overwhelms the world, and even the last melody played on a flute sinks into deathly silence. But that hand still doesn't let go of me. What the heck? When the sun rises, come to the beach. I'll take you somewhere special. On the last day of the Seas Gratis Festival, I wake up and find a note Raphael left beside my pillow. Well, Don, I hate to say it, but we know what the screen black
They
means.
broke up. Okay, yeah.
Man, okay, if this is Raphael's new myth, then holy shit, what will you look forward to for Xavier and Zane? That means it's gonna get even more, like, romance-filled. Because if according to Xavier's 2 myths, like the 2 that I've seen, I have one of them, but he never actually got to be together with the main character, so he's been very deprived. Rosy daylight spreads across the horizon and paints the sky in distinctly warm colors, yet the wind carries an unusual chill.
There's a smell. It's a repulsive fishy stench.
Ooh, what happened? I swiftly draw my silver sword and block an attack that was aimed at my heart. Yet something akin to sharp claws pierces my shoulder. It's like a coiled tentacle that's covered in thistle-like barbs. They dig deeper into my skin while I struggle.
It's been a long time, bride of the sea god.
Oh god, this guy's back!
Damn it. So that's where you went, Ockern.
Still maintaining his sanctimonious facade, he emerges from the darkness. Behind him, several ghost-like, elongated shadows extend outward.
You were waiting for me.
Your trap is too obvious.
The toxin from the barbs seep into my blood. My body becomes numb, but I'll doubt I'd die from it.
Too bad. That sea god deceived you with a few empty words. You're still under his spell. Do you actually believe he'll save you? He'll only lead you to your death for his own selfish desires.
His eyes gleam with malicious intent. As my consciousness begins to fade, traces of light are gradually devoured by darkness.
Don't resist. Now then, follow me. Everything I've done is for Romero. I want to prevent it from following the same doomed path as the Muria.
Holy shit, it's getting intense now, dog. Okay, I'm just gonna be right back. I'm just gonna Miggy wants to split a cake, the leftover cake with me, and then I'm just gonna put my plate away.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll just be a few minutes. Entertain, dog.
Hello, Twitch. I am getting a heat pad as I have a stiff neck and shoulders. Do you just hate that? Like, you have a stiff neck and shoulders that you can't turn your head to the side completely. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I know it's my neck is getting weak. That's why. So, has anyone able to pull both Sea Gods cards? I wasn't not able to. Can you guys also tell Roatan to stop being my zaddy? She has paid me over $50 to pull in this game. I don't usually pay money for games just cause like I mean, I just feel like I guess like if you like, you know, try to control yourself and you know, do small amounts and you know, in a reasonable amount, then you know, it's not too terrible. But yeah. I was not able to pull for both the new cards. By the way, so okay, I just found this out. Okay, so have you heard of the K-pop group X Love? Okay, so 3 of the members of X Love were from a K-pop idol survival program called Boys Planet, and one of the members was added to it. And apparently their fandom name is Evil. I think that's how they pronounce it. I'm not sure how they pronounce it actually, but it's I just found that out. I was like, that's so cool. X-Love is a 4-member boy group who their specialty or their aesthetic is kind of like I don't know how to say that again. Jeez, it has that. It's not a total, you know, the American masculine vibe, or not even like the normal Korean masculine vibe. It has this masculine and feminine vibe. Like that's their aesthetic, and it's so cool. And their music is also like very nice. I do suggest recommend watching them and listening to their music. Super cool. And let me see. So they're under 257 Entertainment. The group consists of Wumuti, Ryui, Hyung, and Haru. And it was introduced December 17th, 2024, and officially debuted January 7th, 2025 with the song I'm a Bee, which is total banger. The group name meaning X Love combines X meaning the unknown and negation, and LOV, love, which represents incomplete love. So that's what it means. Their fandom name meaning is Evol, is the reverse of love, EVOL, LOVE. symbolizing the completion of E in X-Love. In Korean, evil means blanket, representing the love that protects our sleep and heals wounds, acting as a band-aid for each other. Oh, that's adorable. Ooh, Ria's gonna like this. The X-Love fandom color is Tyrian purple. Tyrian purple.
I'm back.
Wow, it's a little bit. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, they changed their official logo. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we can go back to it.
Okay. I hope you guys were entertained.
I was teaching them about K-pop group.
Oh my god, we have to watch
Oh.
we have to watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
We gotta do a watch. We gotta do a watch. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it.
Okay. Okay.
It looks so funny.
I actually don't know what's about. Isn't it a K-pop group that also fights demons?
Yeah. Okay, we gotta watch it for
Okay.
sure. Cause it has Twice in it as well.
Oh. That's what I heard too, actually.
The pain in my shoulder wakes me. As I open my eyes, I find myself in a cage I know all too well. My hands and feet have been shackled. What is this guy doing?
Did he just transform?
I don't know. Sensing a putrid, fishy smell, I see a massive gross-stick shadow on the wall. It's accompanied by the sounds of something vicious being torn and peeled apart. Ugh! That's disgusting! I suddenly recall the spell he cast on me, the one he used to control me.
Indeed, it's an ancient curse, but it's far too weak to control my bride. These magics can't be wielded by humans. Tell me where you found it.
You're no longer human.
So what? To save Lemuria, this pain is nothing.
Something wrong with you. The shadow on the wall suddenly contracts. A moment passes and it slowly turns to a humanoid form.
With so many sea monsters parasitizing your body, aren't you afraid they'll eventually devour you? You'll be turned into a real monster.
The human body is too fragile. It's incapable of helping me in my quest to revive Lemuria. I need a body powerful enough to let me live for thousands of years.
I don't like the sound of that.
But that sea god, he destroyed the body I had painstakingly crafted when he put me in that water prison.
What body?
He forced me to devour more, and I turn into what you see now.
Oh boy. Noticing the countless festering cracks and deformed joints on his hands, I feel nothing but shock and pity. I feel disgusted, to be honest, if you want to know my opinion. Recalling his talk of Lemuria and the implications of his recent words, a theory forms in my mind.
Are you a Lemurian? But you're born and raised in Romero. Lemuria was destroyed tens of thousands of years.
Lemuria was never destroyed.
Okay. He yanks the chain and I'm forced to look into his eyes that are filled with ominous darkness.
It's sleeping. It's waiting for me.
Chill, buddy, chill.
Once I kill that foolish, selfish sea god, I will become Lemuria's new sovereign. I shall resurrect Lemuria, the only civilization that's glorious enough to rule this world.
So as far as I can tell, this guy's mentally ill.
Yep.
He seems to have lost his mind with his obsessive delusions and hatred for Raphael. However, his words aren't complete nonsense. test him? Provoke him? Or test him?
Provoke him. Provoke him. You're making out baseless claims. How are you so sure that killing Raphael will resurrect Lemuria? Perhaps everything you're doing is wrong. Maybe you're the one who would truly destroy.
Is for Lemuria, for the homeland.
I didn't do that, guy.
Lemuria.
In full!
I am not misguided.
The wound on my shoulder is torn open again. I endure the pain and continue speaking.
Then, how is this related to you kidnapping me?
Don't you remember?
Oh boy. Remember what? A tentacle tosses something at my feet. It's a small fractured stone tablet. However, I recognize it instantly.
The Tome of the Sea God?
It's very similar to the one in the temple. The patterns and text are almost identical. It's as if it was broken out from a larger stone tablet.
You are the only human who can communicate with the Tome of the Sea God. Go on. Read.
The blood from my shoulder drips onto the stone tablet, and the blurred text emits a faint golden glow. Find a true love. When blessed with a true love's kiss, claim her heart by your own hand. A heart pure, flawless, and filled with love. Best offering can give to Lemurians. Jesus Christ. So in every myth, it's always sacrificing her because she loves the male lead. The prophecy from the Tome of the Sea Gods that I read, it was incomplete.
Do you understand now? If the Sea God wants to reclaim his power, he needs more than true love. True love is just a stepping stone to him.
Hawthorne gives me a mocking gaze that's filled to the brim with contempt.
Akin to how a starving person seeks food, ripping out your heart is the Sea God's natural instinct.
Up to you. I don't believe you. Even if he wants to kill me, I need him to say it.
What a foolish, stubborn lass. Don't tell me you've already fallen in love with him.
I mean, did you see him? I mean, it wasn't hard.
I mean, his probably got hard. No, you don't need to know that.
Oh, Dad. Oh, you said you don't need to know.
How unfortunate.
Yeah.
He laughs with malicious delight.
When he remembers everything from those years, he'll ensure your very existence tastes oblivion.
So I guess we're gonna find out what happened at the end of the God of Tide myth, because we never got to see the end.
Mm-hmm. Is he referring to what happened before Raphael fell asleep?
Hawker pulls out a bottle covered in verdigris and unscrews the stopper. An eerie vapor drifts out.
Come, witness the events from the annals of Lemurian history.
I guess it is.
See how you and that sea god destroyed Lemuria.
I hold my breath, but the eerie vapor seeps into my skin in an instant, invading every fiber of my being. With moments, dormant memories awaken like magma breaking through frozen earth. It burns every blood vessel and nerve in me.
It hurts.
Searing pain tears through my body. My mind is plunged into chaos, yet something naturally comes into focus. Let's get to it.
Are you willing to be my follower?
This is from the first myth. This is from the Gods of Tide.
Raphael.
I don't know if you ever got to watch that one, Don.
I don't think I did. So
This is from Gods of Tide myth. The massive circular chamber is dim as twilight. The ground trembles as fractured stones cascade down from the dome ceiling.
This is...
My body suddenly pinned down. A sharp dagger is pressed against my chest, its tip drawing drops of blood. So this is the first myth. So
okay.
So basically, we never knew what happened in the end. They were supposed to perform the sacrifice ceremony in that one. But something happened that Lemuria got destroyed. So, like, we don't know what happened. So I guess we're gonna find out what happened.
Okay.
So this current myth does take place after this one.
Raphael? No, that's not right.
The Raphael before me is a brighter, more radiant young man. Yet the dark blue flames that burn in his eyes and his expression are unnaturally detached. Okay, so I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. Basically, in this myth, God Tide, she was... The humans sacrificed her to the sea god so that they could all, like, live peacefully. So she was his... So she was supposed to be his, like, devoted follower. So she was supposed to be sacrificed to him so he could gain his powers. But obviously that didn't happen because he fell in love with her, right? They fell in love. And so that changed things. So so on the day of the ceremony, something happened. And I think they formed their bond, probably. But something happened that Lemuria, like, actually got destroyed or something. So we never knew what happened at the end.
Okay.
So that's the Cliff Notes version of the myth.
Okay.
In his hand, he tightly grips the sharp dagger. It's poised, ready to pierce my heart. I can't make a sound. I grab the handle of the dagger and use all my strength to fight against death itself. The trembling tip of the dagger freezes.
Run.
But the detached hostility returns to his eyes as blue and golden light radiates from his body.
As my follower, you must offer your heart to me. Oh, that's what
you
he
must
said.
offer your heart to me.
That's what he
The
said.
Lemurian bond holds great power, but it's also a chain. The sea god should have no weaknesses or constraints.
He does sound hot, sounding angry.
Yeah. My struggle is futile. The blade sinks deeper into my chest. Blood falls as the pain spreads.
He doesn't want to do it.
No, he doesn't, because he fell in love with her. There's a loud...
It's like he's like... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It kind of looks like that he's like under a spell or something.
Well, the sea god's powers are trying to force him to kill her, right? Because that's what you have to do. You have to find your pure love. So you do have to fall in love. But you have to sacrifice that pure love to get your powers. There's a loud crash, and the restraint on my body loosens. Raphael leans against a wall that's far away from me. Pain has contorted his face. Inside the stone niche burns a gentle yet feeble flame. It's so weak that a breeze could extinguish it.
Stay away from me.
The dark blue and golden lights still surround him. However, the blue flames in his eyes have been extinguished, or rather suppressed.
You cannot stay here. Lemuria's flame requires the hearts of our followers to sustain it. This is wrong.
Okay, Don, you did watch his branch story though in the main story, right? His branch story? When his eyes turn blue and his fins come out in his ears. That part. So that's when the sea god takes over him. It's kind of happening here too.
Oh, okay, I see.
Should it continue, 'tis only a matter of time before I lose control and hurt you again. You must find a method that will allow it to burn forever. That shall be Lemuria's true path.
The flame from the niche gently flows to Raphael's fingertips, and it transforms into countless delicate threads of light that flow toward my chest. Shocked, I try to break free, yet I find myself bound by these threads. A strange warm power flows into my heart.
There is a legend. It says the wick of a flame exists in the place where all oceans converge. Find it, and Lemuria will be enveloped in light and endure forevermore.
Water currents embrace me and carry me out of the temple. From a distance, Raphael gives me a gentle smile.
I shall ensure Whalefall City remains exactly as you remember it, until the day you return with the wick. This is my promise to you. For 'tis Lemuria's vow, a bond everlasting.
Despair and blood pervade the seawater as thunderous ruination buries all cries and screams. I desperately try to push away the darkness before my eyes, but it feels like my body's trapped in the quicksand. The more I struggle, the more I suffocate.
That human deceived you. She deceived all of Lemuria.
A human stole our flame. Lemuria will perish.
Why did the sea god deceive us? Why didn't he protect Lemuria?
Because he fell in
The
love?
sea god has changed before we even realized it.
The seawater drowns their despair, yet I can't defend Raphael. It isn't Raphael's fault, it's because I didn't fulfill my promise to Raphael. There was no wick that existed in the place where all the oceans converge or at the end of the sea. Lemuria could never exist forever. Lemuria was a civilization that should have never existed. Destruction was its predetermined fate. The last god of the sea perishes along with Lemuria. They dissolve into the ocean. It's not a slumber, it's oblivion. He will disappear from this world. I will never be able to find him, see him, hear the song he plays for me on the flute, or see his smile. My heart silently cries out and awakens the unwavering determination of my former self. I won't let Raphael die. I will save him, and the price that must be paid, it doesn't matter. Is it what I think? In the violently trembling deep sea, the Samano staff I wield ignites. The cold flames illuminate the gaze that's a breath away from mine. Shock, sorrow, anger, and I can't exactly make out the motions in his eyes. I only see the mark of our bond on his collarbone. It's like a stream of blindingly bright, burning blood. Countless threads of light transform into ruins. I raise the staff. I let a phantom pierce his body. I hear my own heart as I speak. Every single word is part of a merciless command. So she... Okay, Dad, you're the line.
With the power of Lemuria's vow, Raphael, you shall be forever imprisoned here until Lemuria welcomes the opportunity for rebirth. Until the world reaches that moment when you can be awakened.
Oh, so she bound him. She trapped him using the bond. Which is what I suspected, because if she was the only one that could break him free, then I had suspected that she was the one that locked him up. His divine gaze, once clearer than seawater, transforms into a black tide. It freezes when he looks at me.
You betrayed me.
Oh, so this is the betrayal. Once the seal is complete, he's plunged into the depths of those abyssal waters. I hear a deafening sound as if the ocean is being split apart. Boundless black waves surge in from all directions. Holy shit, this is getting... Oh! His dissipating figure becomes rain that falls upward. I will cut out your heart with the dagger hone, my darling, and in love's name your heart will become my faith. Your body will be washed clean, shine like a pearl. I will care for your heart.
I will care for your heart. Till we meet again, and you reclaim it for yourself.
Oh, so he has to be the one to take the heart back. The last wisp of smoke dissipates, and the bottle clatters to the ground. The tide of memories resides as my consciousness returns to the cold, gloomy tower.
Do you remember now? You stole the flame and sealed away the sea god, and he trusted you so easily. You are the ones responsible for Lemuria's destruction.
My mind is still reeling from the impact of those memories. As I lift my head, my gaze focuses on the former Castalian. Then it shifts to the silent figure Enfold!
Raphael.
I don't know when he arrived, however, his cold gaze has told me everything. He saw my memories as well. Hawkern continues his endless monologue, but I can only hear chaotic noise. I stare blankly at the figure before me. Our gazes lock and we freeze under the moonlight. My thoughts also seem to be frozen in place.
We'll deal with him first.
A faint whisper that only I can hear reaches my ears. I give a slight nod in response.
He will kill you, cut out your heart, and leave your
He's
body
still going
out
on.
to rot.
Oh my god.
You
This guy
will
never shuts
Dude,
up.
no one's listening to your monologue.
Man, they're just reeling from shock that what happened in the past, so that's what happened.
If you want to live, your only option is to kill
She's
him.
never gonna kill him. After you
Or
showed
he-
that, she's definitely not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna tell you.
Your bond with him is your sharpest blade. You can order him
This
to
guy
take
is still...
his own life.
You know,
As you can
by
see,
showing her the memories, you ruined it for yourself, by the way. Showing her the memory will not make her do that. Like, definitely. Ugh. How can villains be this stupid?
Yes, I remember. I was the one who sealed Raphael.
I try to speak as calmly as possible.
But I'm also responsible for Lemir's downfall. Why is Raphael your only target for revenge? Don't you hate me too?
Of course I do.
Okay?
However, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones if you kill the sea god.
You're not gonna become the next sea god. You don't get to be.
Oh, he wants her as his bride. God damn it. That fucking pervert.
Yeah, I know.
Remove my shackles then. Can I do anything if I'm like this?
I lift my chin slightly.
You better hurry. He's already here.
Huh?
A tall, slender figure appears under the moonlight. Raphael raises his hand and summons the Tidebreaker Trident.
How convenient. You've delivered yourself to me.
Have you not realized this was a trap, Hawkern? The chains that bind me snap. I rub my sore wrist before materializing a silver sword. I take 2 steps forward. In the suffocating silence, Raphael is the first to speak.
It was you.
Oh no. Oh no! This is so sad.
You let Hawkhorn escape on purpose. He was used as bait so you could find out who sealed you away. And that person is me.
Correct. The greatest weakness of Lemurians is that bond. And a sea god cannot have weaknesses. He must kill the person who forged the covenant with him. That way, there will be no one left in the world who could restrain or threaten him. And only then shall he become an invincible god. Regardless of whether it's for Lemuria or for myself, I must kill you.
He
Okay,
speaks.
but then also he still wouldn't be the strongest being, like, and strongest himself, because they would have no reason to become stronger. They would have no reason to fight. I'm just saying, they have no reason to protect.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, okay.
But the thing is, he doesn't want to, right? Like, he doesn't even want to himself.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to exist. Like, that's the thing. That's what it said. They were not supposed to exist. They were supposed to perish already. They're just trying to prolong it at this point. But it's always gonna be doomed because he's never gonna kill her. Like, that's the thing. He never wants to kill her.
How can you not choose Raphael as your main love interest now in this game? Like, this is... I can't. How do you choose? Like, you can't just choose one. Why can't this be a harem game? Why can't this be a harem game?
Don't wait till Xavier and Zane Smith come out. You're gonna say the same thing. They're gonna make it very hard. Perhaps these words also contain his true feelings.
We don't need to say anything else to each other.
This is so sad. I raise my silver sword as lightning flashes at the tip of the Tidebreaker trident. Blue, fiery power surges around Raphael's body.
Farewell, bride of the sea god.
When the tip of my sword clashes with the Tidebreaker trident, our weapons are diverted to the side. As the light fades, Hawkins' eyes are filled with terror, yet he cannot move. His body shatters and mist flying sparks. A putrid stench fills the air as vicious fluid seeps between the bricks and spreads across the floor.
Don't taint Lemuria's glory with your disgusting ambitions. A man who lost himself to madness has no right to save Whalefall City.
Hawkins' eyes bulge with fury as guttural sounds escape his throat. Then he crumbles and turns to ash. Raphael withdraws his trident and brushes away the dark embers from his body.
Your hand.
A small flame dances from his fingertips, travels up my forearm. The fluid and bloody marks left by the shackles disappear.
You are afraid of me. What's wrong? Did you think I would actually kill you?
I'm not afraid of you. I just...
Feel guilty?
I'm the one who sealed you away. And I'm also the key that will allow you to reclaim your power. You have every reason to kill me.
If I asked you to, would you willingly offer me your heart? I want you to answer honestly.
Okay, well, we already know.
This heart has always belonged to you, and I promised it to you before. So yes, I'm willing to return it to you.
Then why are you crying?
I blink and realize...
I was supposed to cry? Oops.
I blink and realize tears are threatening to fall from my eyes. God, please don't get me like this Silas one did, please.
Being willing doesn't mean I'm not afraid of death. And I owe you an apology. I understand I can't erase a fraction of your suffering.
His fingertip is cold as he presses it against the spot where my beating heart is. Our noses almost touched. We're so close that one breath would close the distance between our lips.
What I want is a heart with pure and utter devotion. Its love for me should come from the very depths of one's soul. Do you think it is that?
Why are you saying it like that? I don't have an answer for you. Even if it was, this heart now bears an invisible fissure that can never be fully mended.
The answer is clear.
What?
Your heart is of no use to me. For now, at least.
Oh my God! He just doesn't want to take it. We know that.
Go back. Your injuries haven't fully healed yet. You should get some rest.
Oh well.
All right.
I murmur in agreement, yet neither of us makes a move to leave. The moonlight casts shadows on the window bars. It resembles a wall of thorns that gradually spreads between us. Oh my, oh my.
It's getting sad.
It is.
It's getting sad. Is that the last one? Is 9 the last one, or is there more?
No, 9 is the last one, I believe.
Okay.
So we have 2 more chapters left. It's actually almost done. We're actually good for time, I think. The path from the tower to the temple isn't long. However, it feels as if we've been walking for an eternity. After that day, we continue as if nothing had changed, yet everything is different. We no longer watch the faint light on the horizon in the morning, nor do we light all the candles in the temple on cold nights. The images from that vision are like an inescapable thorn. It has pierced me and Raphael. Dusk falls when Raphael tells me he will temporarily leave Ramiro to search for the pearl in the deep. It's mentioned in the tome of the sea god. We part ways on the beach. He dives into the sea, his tail catching the sunset's light in all of its beautiful iridescence. The waves and ripples will never settle. Likewise, I will never see him again. On the last night of summer, an unprecedented storm falls upon Ramiro without warning. The water has risen past an average person's waist. With the rain, they rapidly engulf every building, shop, and slope. I watch from the top of the temple. Beyond the rain lies a hazy black ring surrounding everything. The seawater surges and churns. Eolin gave out the order to reinforce the embankments and clear the waterways. Unfortunately, when faced with this kind of storm, it's futile. Another building collapses. The rising waters carry the rubble and people screams in all directions. Someone bobs up and down in the current. The black water carries them toward me.
Help! Help me! Someone!
I recognize her. She's one of the ladies in waiting who served me in the temple.
Help!
Countless images flash through my mind. They overlap and intertwine. The faces of people below the tower, those looks of disgust or apathy when I was forced to perform the waiver ritual. The smiles of people who sent me invitations and exchanged seashells with me during the Seas Gratis Festival.
Your Highness, Your Highness, thank...
The nearest oh, that's Gerlin.
The new shelter's to the north. Go.
Before she thanks me, I harshly interrupt her. The lady in waiting steadies her weakened body, Her eyes, once soaked in despair, flickers briefly with hope before it dims.
The flood has washed away all the city's shelters. Aside from me, there are others who have nowhere to go.
Carrying debris, the roaring flood crashes against the temple. The building trembles, yet it still remains steadfast. When I was 15, I oversaw its renovation with the intention of making this symbol of faith as solid as the heavens. It was designed to stand tall for centuries.
Tell everyone to take shelter in the sea god's temple.
Your Highness, we did a search and brought the people we found to the temple.
People who escaped the storm are put into small groups in the main hall. They anxiously watch as I stand next to the statue of the sea god. I look outside. The rainfall wraps around Romero like a sheet of rough gauze. It covers everything in a deathly white as far as I can see. Turning back, I instruct Barry to distribute all the food supplies in the temple.
When the storm eases, lead them to Mount Onoyuna. It's tall enough. The water will not reach you there.
After I give out my simple orders, I ignore the anxious gazes and hushed discussions around me as I turn to leave.
Your Highness?
Yes?
What if the rain never stops and the flood reaches Mount Onyuna? What then? What if the third night comes?
All sounds seemingly vanish, only rainfall remains. Gazes pour in from all directions like water. Everyone stares at me as they wait for an answer about their future.
That day will never come. The third night hasn't arrived yet, and the rain will stop.
Many people turn their heads to look outside. They're searching for the bright moon that hangs in the sky. The tense uneasiness in the temple has disappeared to some extent. As far as how long this rain will last, that remains to be seen. Perhaps what they need is a direct answer, but words that can serve as a pillar of support. Suppressing the many uncertainties in my heart, I look at the misty blackness beyond the rain.
My promise with Raphael isn't valid anymore. Huh?
If only this heart truly fell in love with him, then he'd prevent the sea from swallowing Romero and allow me to live. Back when we decided to fall in love, neither of us anticipated what today would bring.
I hope. The sea heaves and has pleasant skies.
God, you guys can't admit it, you are in love. I'm seeing like clear love here. My heart aches again as I grasp a necklace he gave me. God, why are people so dumb?
But
What I want is a heart with pure and utter devotion. Its love for me should come from the very depths of one's soul. Do you think it is that?
I still can't give a definitive answer to the question Raphael asked me that night. However,
no matter what happens, I can't let Romero sink. I must survive until the day I see Raphael again.
girl, you're in love. Good God. Do I need to smack you in the face for you to understand? Technically, this is me, but even I realize this. Several days later, the torrential rain finally stops while everyone sleeps. The howling winds subside to some extent. Wading through the accumulated muddy water, the ladies in waiting carry out my orders. They evacuate everyone from the city. I press my faintly aching temples. I'm unable to dismiss the ominous premonition lingering in my heart for some reason. That is such a weird thing to say. I look up. The moon has vanished without a trace. Moonlight drowns in murky gloom. Within the blink of an eye, black clouds swallow the last trace of light from heaven and earth.
The eclipse! The eclipse is here!
Guys, eclipses are not scary! Come on! Eclipses are fun to look at! What? Stop it. Oh my god, I want to beat my head on the wall. They're scared of an eclipse?
It depends. Is it lunar or solar eclipse?
But either way, Don, just don't look at it.
The moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon, the moon. If the moon is the one that's blocking the sun, the moon is the one that controls the tides, right?
Yeah.
The gravity of the moon? Yeah.
After being...
I assume that's why.
Oh. After being momentarily... It's just funny how they're so scared of an eclipse, and I'm like, here we are. Oh, let's go see the eclipse.
That's true. In our world.
Yeah. After being momentarily stunned, I finally realized that there are no black clouds in the sky. A massive wave is rising from the sea.
That's not an eclipse!
That's not an eclipse!
Barry, take everyone back to the temple.
But these feeble struggles are no match for the approaching catastrophe. The wave swiftly unfurls its deathly embrace over Romero.
It's a tsunami. That's not an eclipse, people. Oh my god.
Yeah, can we say what it is? It's actually a tsunami. That's really what it is. Legit. A sound explodes across the sky. For a moment, everything is as bright as day. Golden lightning cleaves through the massive wave. The waters flow back and reveal a familiar silhouette. The seashell necklace around my neck begins to shake violently.
Raphael?
A massive wave collapses and large water splashes touch the land. Raphael raises his tidebreaker trident, and the scales on his tail reflect a piercing cold light. The trident is swung down with great force. Heavy storm clouds are transformed into scorching, powerful winds that sweep across all of Romero. Wherever the trident points, flames more brilliant than the blazing sun ignite across the water's surface.
The sea god? Is that the sea god?
To control the currents and the tides, without a doubt, this is Raphael's power. The running gets me every time. Like mountains, the towering waves are stacked on top of one another. They spiral upward under the force of the wind and fire to form columns of water that pierce the sea like spears. Violent ocean is suppressed by the sea god's ferocious power. Fire clashes against the seawater that had rushed into Romero, and the sea is forced to retreat. I run toward Raphael by stepping on the scattered floating debris that once made up a seawall. Only one thought races in my mind. Faster, I need to go faster. Ahead of me, Raphael stands amidst unquenchable flames. His long hair is disheveled by the wind.
Raphael!
Water and fire illuminate Raphael's eyes as he looks at me. A divine power surges in his gaze. It's as fierce as the turbulent currents surrounding him. Not even a trace of my image is reflected in his eyes.
You shouldn't have come here. Return to the shore if you don't want to be reduced to cinders.
Goes to him instead. I swing my sword.
Ignoring his words.
Yeah, I know. I swing my sword to create a gust. It cleaves the flames, and I leap through the opening to reach Raphael. Ignoring his trident that's positioned as a barrier before me, I grab his rigid arm and forcefully intertwine our fingers.
This is exactly where I should be.
Death will greet those who attempt to wield a sea god's power with a human body.
But I'm the one who has a bond with the sea god. I won't die that easily.
Okay, what's... As soon as we resonate, a scorching heat that feels like it can burn everything spreads from Raphael's palm to my body. Divine power surges at the same time something else flows into my heart. In my gaze, I realize it's everything Raphael has never put into words. In the dark depths of the ocean, the sea's ritualist hymn drifts down ethereally from the surface. It awakens his anticipation that has been suppressed for eons. I'm sorry, I know this is intense, but my mind is going there. Suppressed? For eons? During one of Romero's short summers, the indifferent sea god's heart experienced pure contentment and joy for the first time. After he left the temple with the excuse of searching for pearls, the waves undulated like his fluctuating thoughts. All that time we spent together, my feelings for him were never unrequited. Well, duh! Well, I'm realizing this now! He was literally flirting with you the whole time!
The flirting was questionable, but it was there. It was questionable.
It was questionable, but it was there. I could see it. Raphael supports my waist as he hugs me from behind. His embrace is scorching hot.
Feel it. Now wield it as if it were your own.
Okay, question. Wait, pause.
What?
Read that again, but with your head in the gutter.
Which one?
The last one, Raphael.
Feel it? Now wield it as if it were your own. I can't read that with a straight face.
I'm so sorry. Okay, we can continue.
Yeah, we can continue.
Okay.
Divine power collides with my nerves. My blood boils as my eyes become the same colors as Raphael's. I didn't even know that you could take the sea god's power. Power representing heaven and earth advances from between our fingers. The last wave that threatens Romero is intercepted by fierce flames. Whoa, that was a weird screen shift. Suddenly the waves freeze just as they were about to surge forward with a howl. A beam of sunlight breaks through the thick clouds and shines upon me and Raphael. Immediately the waves fall as if weightless. They shed their ferocity and gently push toward the shore. My heart beats like a drum, but is quickly drowned out by jubilant, distant cheers of release from those who narrowly escaped disaster.
The tide has receded. Aren't you going to let go of my hand?
How about no?
You want me to let go of your hand? Jesus.
Why are you pointing out that I'm still holding your hand?
Exactly. Why not just bask in the moment that we're holding hands? Ungrateful shit.
I turn my head, the burning divine power in Raphael slowly fades and they return to what I'm familiar with. Okay, come on, we got to. I tighten my grip on his hand. What will you do if I do- Oh, that's your line.
What will you do if I don't let go?
A long time passes, then he smiles faintly. He didn't even say anything!
Keep holding it.
Keep holding it.
Neither of us will let go first.
Oh my god. Uh-huh.
Oh, last one.
Your last one. Oh my god. Okay, are you ready, Dad? Are you ready for the last chapter? This is it. This is the end.
Sure. My lord, okay.
Get the tissues ready. Houses that were once submerged reappear. The ships once swept away are pushed back to shore by the waves. People emerge from the temple where they sought refuge. They slowly begin to rebuild their home. After finding some medicine in the temple, I return to the shore by the poor. Raphael is leaning against the rocks. His eyes are closed, and the dim daylight covers his body. His complexion looks paler than it actually is.
He's asleep.
Wait.
Pet him, pet him. Pet the fishy, pet the fishy, pet the fishy.
I dip my finger into the ointment made from gold feather algae, then I gently apply it to the wounds on his arms. He has more than on his arms, it's everywhere! Although he appears alright at first glance, I soon notice several barely perceptible wounds on his body.
Be gentle. It hurts.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Why did he say it like that?
He wants a gentle hand. Okay. You called?
Did you just...
You called me fragile, but a sea god's body isn't that sturdy.
Oh my god.
Good to know.
Good to know. Despite saying those words, my movements become slower. I treat his wounds with the utmost care. I'm getting tears in my eyes.
Weren't you searching for pearls in the deep? Why did you return?
Yeah, why did you return? Go back.
Go back.
You thought I wouldn't?
We're pushing him away. I thought you'd be upset for a longer period of time.
I'm not upset. However, that doesn't mean I didn't care.
His fingertip touches my palm and gently traces one of his lines. When am I gonna get this in the cafe? When am I gonna get this in the cafe?
A Lemurian bond grows stronger with love. The deeper the connection is between the two parties, the more powerful it becomes.
Okay. And?
Back then, our bond was so powerful that you were able to seal me away for thousands, no, tens of thousands of years.
Wow, we were that in love. We were that in love.
Only a love with such pure and utter devotion is capable of doing that.
I don't like this. What do I say? You're jumping to conclusions? You haven't made peace with it? Plausible.
I guess so.
Which one?
I don't know. Whoa.
You're jumping.
Aren't you jumping to conclusions? What if I didn't seal you away because I loved you? I sealed you away because I hated you. I'm kidding.
You gotta bring the banter back, yeah.
Then tell me the truth. Go on now.
Oh, he's calling her out.
Why did you seal me away?
His gaze is steadfast yet composed. He's waiting for me to give the answer he already anticipates. I surrender to his reason, gently kiss his cheek.
You aren't wrong.
After I finish applying the medicine, he stretches his
I heard you protected many humans.
Infold!
Yes. At the end of the day, I can't bear to see so many pointless deaths. I still don't like Romero, but I can't bring myself to watch it perish.
You didn't do anything wrong. Watching your kin march toward their demise is a pain more excruciating than dying. You didn't force yourself to endure that suffering. Well done.
Immediately, his tone shifts as he puts on a far, serious expression.
However, I do have objections in regards to letting those humans turn my bedchamber into a filthy mess.
Oh my god.
It's not that bad. At least your pool was cleaned. I already ordered a few people to clean it. I promise your bedchamber will be spotless.
Good.
He pushes himself up, but he pauses as he's about to stand.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Okay.
Did you just click on his nipple?
I'm trying to go to the next thing, okay, Don?
Okay.
Surging waves wash over the reef as water recedes. His tail transforms into a pair of legs.
Let's return to the temple. I need to see its condition to feel at ease.
I nod. A second later, then I notice a small crack in this necklace's seashell. It's not over yet, Don. After that day, Romero gradually returns to its former state. There are no more sudden high tides and no more expected storms. The text in the Tome of the Sea God remains the same. The nightmare of Romero being submerged seems to vanish into thin air along the overcast sky. The prophecy didn't come to fruition. Romero won't sink. The Sea God and his bride protected us. We must express our gratitude and worship them forever. The people are immersed in joy of surviving a catastrophe. They renovate the temple so that it's more magnificent and elaborate, erect taller statues and supply Raphael and me an endless stream of gifts. But has the dust truly settled? That's
Your
the
Highness.
depressing part. Passing through the crowd of onlookers, very hurriedly approaches. She bows before me. On the shore lies a dead, enormous silverfish. It's almost as long as several adult men, if they were lying down, lined up in a row.
It was discovered by the fishermen who were preparing to set sail this morning. We don't know if the fish washed ashore after it died or beached itself.
Maybe this enormous fish is a good omen from the heavens. We might have a bountiful fishing season in the near future.
I don't think the MC thinks that way. I approach the creature to get a closer look. The unease that has been lingering in my heart grows heavier. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Calamitous Pisces that mentioned in the ancient text. It's a harbinger of misfortune, an omen of disaster. The dark clouds that appeared during the lunar eclipse haven't fully dissipated, and now the Calamitous Pisces has appeared.
Romero can still sink below the waves.
For now, I only act as if nothing is wrong.
Worry not. Find a suitable place to bury it and clean it up this place.
Yes, Your Highness. By the way, Ramiro was spared thanks to you and the Sea God.
Yes?
The people want to prepare a feast to properly celebrate. They wish to invite you and the Sea God.
I understand. We'll discuss it when the time comes.
I walk toward the temple and tighten my grip around the seashell necklace. The crack has deepened these past few days. The seashell has begun to fracture in other places as well. I don't want to guess what this means. I just need to see Raphael quickly. Maybe then I can dispel some of the unease in my heart.
Raphael, I need to ask you, Raphael?
Stopping the storm that night consumed too much of Raphael's power. He's been staying in the temple to rest. Yet right now I sense something is off.
I don't hear the sound of flowing water by the pool.
When I left, he was still dozing by the water's edge. I rushed to the pool only to find that the springs have dried up. The water resembles an inky black void. Worried something might happen to him, I dive into the water. The black water is unbearably cold. I grit my teeth and dive deeper. I soon spot Raphael's figure. He appears to be unconscious as he sinks into this nothingness.
Raphael.
Mustering all the strength I can, I grab him. However, I'm not strong enough to pull him up.
This won't work. I need to wake him up.
I steady my breathing while I press my hand against his chest. I try to resonate so I can awaken some of his power. Yet time passes, there's still no response. His power is like the dried up spring. With most of it gone, it cannot respond to my resonance or voice.
Why is it like this?
After the initial shock, I'm momentarily at a loss, and I notice the churning currents rushing into the deep. A bold idea appears before me.
There's a location that's closely connected to the sea god.
I hold the unconscious Raphael tight against me and swim in the direction of the current. Fortunately, my guess was correct. The pool's current is connected to the sea itself, which allowed me to successfully get Raphael out of the temple. I prop Raphael against the reef, recalling how he summoned the Fantasia shark. I make the same gesture he did and bring my hands to my lips. I whistle. After many clumsy attempts, I finally succeed. A skeletal Fantasia shark appears in the distance at the far end of the sea. It swims to my side and uses its rigid, bony snout to give a friendly nudge to my hand.
It's a friend! Can you take Raphael and me to the sea god's tomb again? Please?
It doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying, so I repeat myself several times. Finally, it extends its fin bone and gestures for Raphael and me to climb onto its back.
Thank you.
After I steady Raphael on its back, the Fantasia shark turns around and transports us to the ocean's depths. Unexpectedly, we arrive at the sea god's tomb with ease. Maybe it's because Raphael has already passed the trial. Even the guardian statue poses no challenge. After I explain the reason for our visit, they allow us to pass through the stone gates.
Young sea god. Oh, it's you two again.
Your
Your quintessence. I'm here to make a request. I need your help.
The statue of the sea god with the long beard lethargically lowers his weapons. He slowly turns his head to look at the unconscious Raphael.
He is about to fade from existence. He still needs to reclaim his true power, yet he almost exhausted the small amount of divine energy he possesses.
What did he do to end up in such a state?
What a shame. He will become the youngest sea god to fade away in our history.
Several more sea god statues move out from their stone niches. They soon join the discussion.
Is there a way to save him? He can't fade away like this.
Of course.
He needs true love.
He needs a heart that loves him unconditionally.
When he obtains the power to protect Lemuria, and the ocean recognizes his ascension to godhood, he will live for a long, long time. An almost immortal life.
This is the only way to save him.
A heart that loves... Oh, that's your line.
A heart that loves him unconditionally.
I'm so sorry, Don. I recall...
No worries.
I recall the hidden prophecy from the Tome of the Sea God. A heart that's filled with love is the best offering for a Lemurian.
Can my heart save him?
The sea gods speak in hushed tones, then the statue of the sea god with a long beard extends his hand toward me.
Are you willing to try?
Of course.
It will hurt. Bear with me for a moment.
The ancient sea god clenches his fist and a sharp pain shoots through my heart. As he guides the process, several threads of gentle light are drawn out. Strand by strand, they float into Raphael's chest. Enduring the lingering pain, I place my hand over him and try to resonate again.
There's a response.
Your pure heart and the devotion from your love is enough. However, you will dissipate into sea foam once you give up this heart. That decision is yours to make.
Well, if we watch the trailer, we already know what happens. He's waking up, though.
The sea god's tomb. How did I end up here?
You've been unconscious for a long time. These sea gods woke you up.
I quickly speak before the sea gods can say anything, then I bow respectfully to them. Oh no. You didn't want to... The sea god with the long beard gives me a profound knowing look before slowly turning toward Raphael.
The last sea god of Lemuria. May you find true salvation.
Thank you.
The sea god statues slowly retreat into their niches. Raphael turns around and I meet his intense gaze.
You're hiding something from me.
Oh jeez.
No, we're not.
Oh my god.
We're not. You're the one who's been hiding things from me. You've expended too much of your power. Your body can't sustain itself anymore.
We're gonna fight about this now?
Are you underestimating me? Defying a prophecy from the tome of the sea god did take a considerable toll on me. But I'll recover in a century, give or take.
Liar.
The prophecy hasn't changed, though. Romero will still be submerged. Yes?
Seeing Raphael's expression, my heart sinks. I was correct.
Yes. But that doesn't mean it can't be changed. Romero wasn't destroyed on the third night of the lunar eclipse, so for now, it won't sink below the waves. This is our turning point.
Oh boy. This is their problem. They don't discuss things in clear matter.
Communication!
This is what's been missing in their past timelines, is the communication. He takes my hand and summons water currents to carry us upward.
It's almost dawn. We might be able to watch the sunrise as we head back.
Oh, is the scene coming?
So,
oh yeah.
a lot of people have said, like, in the current timeline, they're like, his communication skills are not too bad.
Yeah, but I think it's a lesson, right? Like, the reason why...
Yeah.
One thing we'll find in the present timeline as we learn more of the past timelines is that things are going to be different between all the male leads because they have to learn from their mistakes, right? After returning from the sea god's tome, Raphael seems to have returned to his normal self. The water in the pool has become clear again. He doesn't spend the entire day in the temple. Instead, he enthusiastically takes me along to explore Romero's streets, alleys, and the wilderness. Just a tiny fragment of this heart's power is enough to revitalize him. If he received an entire heart, perhaps I'm still selfish. Faced with such a choice, I still cannot let go of my desire to live. But time is cruel and doesn't give me the opportunity to hesitate. After a night of rain, dark clouds once again spread across the sky above Romero. The time Raphael spends sleeping in the water increases with each passing day, and my necklace's seashell has developed a deeper, longer crack.
Raphael, the sky has cleared. Should we go to the foot of Mount Anyuna?
The rest of my words are stuck in my throat. A large section of Raphael's tail that's immersed in the water has turned a dull gray white.
You're overthinking it. Humans have all sorts of hair colors. Why can't my tail change color? So, what were you saying about the foot of Mount Onyuna?
I was just wondering if you'd like to go out for a walk.
He pauses and his tail sways gently beneath the water's surface.
I'm not in the mood.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let me kill myself for you to live, okay? You selfish bitch. You can't turn your tail into a pair of legs anymore? That's right, bitch. Call him out. Call him out.
Your imagination is getting wilder by the day.
You liar, piece of shit.
Yeah. He parts the ripples on the water surfaces. Under the undulating waves, his tail transforms into legs.
You wake me from my peaceful nap and throw an accusation.
He adjusts his position to rest his head on my lap. He closes his eyes.
You owe me a sweet dream.
Alright. Alright.
I gently stroke the top of his head and lean down to kiss him. The seashell around my neck dangles. It sways in front of Raphael's peaceful sleeping expression. The cracks on its surface are glaring. I grasp a seashell, gently try to wipe away those marks. I pretend not to see the scales on his legs. I pretend Raphael isn't showing any signs of being off. I pretend that everything on this land will remain as peaceful as it is today.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god.
I know. She's trying to be Delulu. She's trying to be Delulu.
Lily, it says that my streamer tag says Delulu, by the way. Boo. I knew you were gonna laugh about that. Bouquets, lanterns, music. The plaza and the port is immersed in sounds of celebration. It's like a grand farewell ceremony to disaster. Raphael stands far away from the humans. He watches the figure who's in the center of the crowd. She seems somewhat uncomfortable with that amount of enthusiasm. Slowly, however, the corners of her mouth curl. A slight smile appears on her face. Oh my god. He recalls those long stretches of time at the bottom of the silent ocean. The only sound he heard was faint rattling of chains. With his eyes closed, he would construct an illusionary world in his mind. He would imagine the splendor and wonder of Wayfall City, the place that had been long forgotten. Then a different voice broke into his world one day.
Stupid tomb of the sea god. You're worthless in every sense of the word. If you're actually useful, you'd have revealed the sea god's location. What gives you the right to only disclose the whereabouts of the bride of the sea god?
It was a discourteous voice. It could be considered too loud to a certain extent. Yet it was like the sun that occasionally appeared above the sea. He realized it was impossible to dislike. Using what little strength he had, he spoke to her for the first time. Oh, so he fell for her as he was waiting down there. So what was all that banter then?
Playing hard to get. Yeah, that's what happens when you play hard to get. Oh my god.
Perhaps their ending was already predetermined from that moment. The sea god must kill his bride to truly ascend to godhood. He must destroy their bond. He refused his fate before, but now he doesn't want to accept this either. See, he can't do it. Each time he cannot do it.
We might have to actually bid each other farewell.
So he's gonna let himself die. He recalls the moment when she first spoke his name. With fingertips stained in their blood, he traced his name into the palm of her hand, one letter at a time. Even so, he couldn't intertwine his fate with hers along the lines of her palm. In this way, they were spared from separation.
I need to leave Ramiro again. We won't be seeing each other for some time.
You selfish bitch, stop being a coward.
I frantically searched for Raphael's figure in the crowd, but I only catch a message the sea breeze carried to me. Fortunately, our bond guides me to him. In a lit corner, I catch Raphael's fingers.
You were in a hurry. Are you scared I'd leave without saying goodbye?
Yes. Where are you going?
I'm just looking for pearls.
What? A bullshit lie? Okay, sure. Sure.
Once I recover that part of my power, I'll return.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
I don't believe you. Well...
A lying piece of shit.
His life force is fading away at an alarming rate. At the illusion of an intact seashell lies a reality with cracks becoming increasingly more severe. His heart is also riddled with countless wounds.
Raphael, is there anything you need me to do for you? Like, die for you? I could die for you. Let me die for you.
Tell me, no matter...
Tell me.
Oh, that's here. Sorry, I got excited.
No.
It's because I'm reading the narration, and sometimes I think it's the narration next, but no, it's a line. Like, confuses me sometimes.
Tell me, no matter what it is, I'll do it. Girl, you sound a little too desperate, but okay.
Yeah.
Justified.
Just say it. Just say that you want your heart back. I'll return it to you. Oh my god.
No.
They can't.
What do you mean, no? Scandalous. How long will you be gone?
It's hard to say. Maybe it'll be a year or two, a century or more. Perhaps even longer than that. Don't
Okay,
worry.
what the fuck is with that gap? A year
Even
or two
after
or
I'm
a
gone,
century? That is
you
a
and Rhaenyra
99-year
will survive.
gap.
Jesus Christ.
This is a god's promise to you.
I don't think it's gonna go how you want it to go, Raphael. What is he planning to do? If he's making this kind of promise, it means he'll do something I don't want to imagine. I won't be able to accept it.
So, when are you leaving? Let me see you off.
All right.
She's gonna trick him.
I'll wait for you at sea.
My fingernails dig into my palm. The hesitation in my heart has finally crystallized into resolve. Yep. I will fulfill the promise I once made. Okay, so I'll read this part. This is the animated scene. It's gonna be so sad, man. It's already there.
What's up like a fish? I'm sorry. Okay.
It's a simple melody, yet you still haven't learned it properly.
Shut up! It takes time to learn!
Yeah, Jesus Christ! Romero taught me how to be a ruler, not a musician. Wait, I need to pause it.
Oh my gosh, you're
We
taking
need a picture.
pictures.
We need a picture right here.
Listen carefully. This is the last time I'll teach you.
I'm sorry, I have to take pictures, okay? I need a picture. I need one of that too.
This tail is so pretty. He's waiting for you to take this.
I need my picture.
You're taking pictures of him.
The tides have changed.
The sea inevitably returns to where it belongs and separates from the land.
But the sea always meets the shore. We'll see each other again. Oh my god! What's happening? Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Done! You went silent! Are you alive?
I'm alive.
Wait. One picture right here. Oh my god! I'm watching the Kindle scene again later.
I'm sure you watched this in Chinese.
Oh my god!
You want to say something else?
Sorry, Don, I need another picture. I pray to the sea and I hope every ocean current carries you to bright warm places. Blech.
The sea heard your wish.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You gotta do it.
We gotta do
it.
We gotta do it. We gotta save him. You said it was once part of your heart. It needs to return to where it
The
belongs.
place you hold in my heart far outweighs this little scale.
Infold, we need to have a discussion. Why is the MC lines in the animated version so fucking quick that I can't even read it? Because of my selfishness, I took this harp from you.
Oh, his eyes.
Oh, it's me. I can't believe this is me. Now with the power of the sea... I can't even. Reclaim this heart and end our everlasting bond. Oh my god!
No, I refuse to accept this betrayal.
This heart can save you and Romero, my dead.
The sea god doesn't need this heart. Our bond, it cannot end this way. I won't allow it.
I can't even bother to read the MC lines. They go so fast. No! Oh no, I'm gonna cry. No. Oh my god. That was so sad. What the frick? I'm done. I'm so quiet. This game likes torture.
Daylight has arrived.
The tides surge.
I can read this part.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
The tides surge. Waves build upon waves. They're so powerful that they scatter the clouds in the sky. The black seawater bleeds crimson. The red fades and takes the darkness with it. The sea's original azure hues reappear. The bells in Romero toll ceaselessly as massive waves engulf the world. The land is transformed into a seabed. Seawater envelops every house, every patch of soil, every mountain range. It whispers and returns the memories from Everyone steps onto a strange yet familiar homeland. They breathe the air that flows in the seawater. Lemurian memories awaken in their blood.
Ah, so it's what I guessed. So Romero is Lemuria. That's what it is. And all those people are Lemurians. That's why Hawkern said he's also a Lemurian. That's what happened to them. Because of the seal of the sea god.
Phantasmal wills leap from the water and return to... They swim through the city that has been reborn. Whalefall City.
Jeez.
The sea god stares at his hand. There lies the pearl ring given to him by a young woman. It still gleams with a lustrous radiance. It gently encircles his ring. It's like her embrace that never let him go. It shall keep him bound to this sea forevermore.
No! That's so sad.
Aww. Yeah.
So I don't know if you understood what happened, but basically he didn't want to, in the end, he was too, like, sad, like, depressed. So Lemuria didn't really survive that long in the end anyways, because he refused to be the sea god. So in the end, was the sacrifice worth it? What did I get from it? What was this?
What is that blue thing? Ornaments?
Ornaments? Yeah, it's ornaments.
Okay.
Unfading. Oh, so it's good to complete the myths. You get crystals from that. And my infinity went up with Raphael. Damn it, that was really sad. I do have to finish the other Raphael myth, which is the Sea of the Golden Sand. Forgotten Sea is the one that takes place first, actually.
Okay.
Oh my god, that was heartbreaking. I am not ready for the other two guys, not gonna lie. Well, guys, that was the Raphael myth. We are broken. We'll be more broken later. Why are you laughing? What happened? Why are you laughing?
Oops.
Are you trying to turn it happy instead of depressed? Okay, guys, I'm gonna end stream right here. I'll figure out later what's wrong with Dawn. Have a good one, guys. We're gonna finish the Death and Rebirth story next time.
Goodbye. I still have Zane's something, and then I think I might have a Xavier something too. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of watch.
Yeah, but that's offline watch.
You